Yeah.
I gotta stop saying, you know what I mean. I hear it.
Like the same way with my boy, our boy. I mean, Kamara. Just like you said. I mean, the expectation versus what we got was two different things. So
I'm saying, how do y'all feel about this? Like, it's really possible, like this might be this nigga's last year. How y'all feel about this shit?
I mean, I know as I'm learning with this football shit, you know, I had to take my feelings out of it and realize that for us, it's entertainment and we do get emotions involved because it's our city and we go hard for our city. You go hard for, you know, what you go hard for, but it's just like, I know it's a business. So, I mean, I've learned to accept, like, okay, these great players will not be with us for the duration, you know, for the duration of our lifetime. But it's just like, damn, Kamara though. But if you have to go by what they did or how they performed, then I mean, what can you do?
I mean, all right, that's what I'm saying. It's really not his fault, you know what I'm saying, on some shit. Because I mean, can't really control that. But it's like, at the same time, son, I mean, his best year was his rookie year when he had Mark Ingram starting in front of him. And he was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he's built for that workhorse type of role. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he's like no Ty Gurley nigga. He ain't no Christian McCaffrey. Like, I think that's kind of clear. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can't get 20, 30 carries a game.
So you don't think, you don't think he's a superstar? Honestly.
I think he's definitely an elite player. But as far as, like, you know, you talking about superstar, you talking about like Christian McCaffrey, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's a superstar. Like, this nigga had, you know what I mean? Like, this nigga has done something nobody else has done. You know what I mean? But it's like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got love for, like, Alvin Kamara because he played for the Saints and, you know what I'm saying, all that shit. But when you look at other things, it's like, what if you didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if you weren't a Saints fan, you hear me? And if you was looking from the outside in, like, you would probably just think that, you know what I'm saying?
If you looking at numbers and you looking at like that, it's like,
you looking at shit like that, like, you gonna be like, yeah, this nigga, like, you know, he decent. Like, and it's like, to be honest, the more carries he's gotten, the less he's done. So it's like, that's not adding up, my nigga. You know, you're not supposed to get more carries and you know what I'm saying? And you're doing less. You know what I mean? So it just, you know, it's like, I don't know. You know what I mean? That's a little.
I mean, I feel if we do have to trade him, as long as we get somebody who, I mean, who's gonna help bring us a championship. You know, I'm talking about put numbers on the board, and then I mean, I'll be for it. I'm gonna be mad. I'll be upset because we've grown love for him. I mean, that's just how we are as a city. Like, we embrace people.
Yeah, like Zion, right?
Like Zion gave the advice to the new guy. He was like, hey, love the city, they'll love you back. The same way with Kamara. He loved on the city and we loved on him. So, I mean, I'm going to be hurt, but if it's the greater good for the team and for us winning the championship, then I love you from afar.
Yeah.
I want to say, before I say all this for the Saints fans who maybe not that into the football but love Alvin, but just know that he's like popular peoples.
I get it.
To relax. Because it's still not that even to that point yet. We still got to get to the year. For him, he did get hurt. His first 2 years when he was healthy, he was amazing. To keep that in mind. And he was hurt this year. And I've been critical of this year. He still got to play, but he was hurt.
Right.
And you got to keep in mind what he is. He's not like Mario said, but I think we all knew that he's not a workhorse back. He's not remember Deuce back in the day, you give Deuce the ball 20 carries a game.
20, 30. Right.
Ty Gurley, Christian McCaffrey, he's not built that. He's slender. You know what I mean? So for a running back, you know, and
right.
I think we didn't realize how much him and Ingram intertwined. Murray is a good player. Pretty similar to, not as good as Ingram, but we figured, hey, he wouldn't be that much of a drop off, but we need that. He comes in a pair. We need a bruising running back to take damage off of Kamara, so he's not running up in the middle all game, and he's on the outside. We need him in space doing what he does best, catching the ball. You know what I mean? That's I think our issue, and it wasn't that Murray didn't do serviceable because he was good, but we're gonna need a little more from Kamara's partner when he comes fully back to get the same effect we had last year. And that was for me. I took Ingram for granted you don't know what you got till it's gone. Like we needed him this year, you know. So I think it's still up in that. He still got to play, but I still remember what I seen when he had a power back. He's never gonna be the complete back, and he's never gonna get that money like that. If he see himself that way, he's not gonna be on the Saints. But if he knows what he is, I think he still could bounce back this year and be back to the Kamara we all became fans of.
Yeah. I mean, you have to put into perspective that, I mean, he is young. So if I was a player and I know that longevity in the business or in the league means that I can't get hurt right now, then I understand you playing kind of like I'm not going to really put myself out there because I still have a long career ahead of me, aside from this injury right here. So I can understand that. You have to look at it from that part too. You can't just look at it like he ain't do shit. Like people online was saying, oh, man, Kamara ain't do shit, and y'all need to take him off that pedestal. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna say all that because this boy was hurt. And if I'm young like that, and if my whole career, if I have, if I have an opportunity to be in the league for what? How long football players normally, like, what's their average career span? If they don't get hurt.
The average NFL career like 3 or 4 years, but that's taking in everybody.
3 or 4 years? Really?
Taking everybody, like the dudes who on the practice squad who make it 1 year. As everything combined, that's the average. It's a short league.
Okay, well, I'm talking
especially a running back. You got to realize Alvin is he about to be 25. I was just looking it up. He about to be 25. But running backs, you look for they hit their peak around 28. You don't want to pay a running back after that because it's going to be coming steadily down till they hit 30, and that'd be that dead period. Very rarely does a running back, Adrian Peterson, it'd be the rare exception that running back's still nice in their 30s. But he still got time because he ain't even 25 yet, but he'd be 25 during the season. He's still 24, so. But you don't pay him big money, but I still think you could pay him decent enough and still get into that area to pay him, do right by him, but still not set the team up for a collapse. Because we still got
definitely
like what we were saying the other day, we still got Lattimore to pay, a way more position of need. Cornerback is a must in the passing game we got in the NFL today. And who else we got to pay? We got to pay a lot of dudes. I don't know. It's just a position that
Marcus World, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of people they need to pay, bro. You know what I mean? So Alvin Kamara,
So yeah, if Kamara be explosive this upcoming year and then we have to trade him, I'm gonna be upset. But I feel like if he have an explosive year, they're gonna pay him.
I think the only way if he has an explosive year and we don't come to terms if he think he deserves more than what we think. If he thinks he deserves superstar money it depends on the year. Because if he's if he turn into a back that could tote the rock by himself, he turn into a Christian McCaffrey, then hell yeah, go ahead. But not even that much money, but still pay him good. But if it's still like the same thing where he's mostly doing his damage in the passing attack, and it's still great numbers, but you can't get paid no big money as a running back doing that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think it's funny because the people who gonna have the biggest issue, I think, is just the Saints fans who just know the Saints. They're not really concerned with the rest of the league and seeing what else is going on because, like we seen Christian McCaffrey, he just got big money, but it's the same draft class, but it's a different ball game because they play similar, but McCaffrey is more sturdy. You could count on him more. You know?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a workhorse type of back. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Barkley too from New York. To your point.
Mm-hmm. He's another one. You know what I'm saying? Like when he's healthy, he's a fucking beast, and he's playing with nobody. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no O-line. This thing ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like that's even more of the reason why it's like, damn. When you look at players like that, and you look at Alvin Kamara, which he does have a good O-line. He does have, you know what I'm saying? They do have other weapons on that offense. It ain't just him.
It's only enhancing. It's only enhancing.
So it's like, right. So, I feel like, just goes back to my point. Like, he's not a workhorse type of back. So he's just more like they need somebody. Like, we really miss Mark Ingram right now, nigga. Like, real shit. Like, Mark Ingram was a big piece of that offense. Real shit. Cause this nigga still running hard. This nigga still, you know what I mean?
He's still balling.
Nigga still balling, bitch. Fuck. Ain't nothing changed.